Hi. Welcome. Happy Friday, everyone. I hope you had an amazing week and a spectacular day we've had here in the Hunter, and I hope you have where you're tuning in from. Say hi if you've got the little, I should say on this side, the little red box that says live. Say hi, let me know that you're on. Thank you so much for joining me. Hi Tegan, lovely to see you on here. This is a regular thing that I do on a Friday night. So thank you to all my regulars that stop by and say hi. If you've got any questions at all as we're going through the dishes tonight, just pop a little question in your in the comments below, and I'll be sure to actually reply to it either on the live, or if I miss it, I will definitely go through afterwards and answer them later. If you're watching in replay, hashtag replay or hashtag late to the party is what to pop in the comments, just so I know that you've stopped by and that I can thank you for your support and your encouragement. So the weather is warming up and it's time to get some salads and stuff happening. One of the things that I get asked a lot about with Thermomix is whether or not the Thermomix can do more than just risotto, more than just comfort food, more than just making a blender, or is it just an overpriced blender? Well, it's so not. It does so many things. So not just your stews and curries in winter, but salads in summer. So again, I'm concentrating the next few Friday nights on getting some salads and showing you those. But if you have a request by any means, please let me know. Hi Janine, how you going, lovely? It's great to see you on here. So this is actually the first dish I'm going to start with, is a salad that they actually use to demonstrate the Thermomix in Canada. So yes, the Thermomix is in Canada. So I'm just going into my week and I'm actually choosing the salad, which is the broccoli salad with, they call it red pepper, we call it red capsicum, and pine nuts. Okay, so I'm just going to press start cooking. And I've already chopped up my broccoli into little florets. So for those who are new to Thermomix or don't know about Thermomix, or don't know much about Thermomix, the rule with your Thermomix is don't put anything in your Thermomix that can't really fit through that hole there. So that's just kind of your guide, but I take the lid off completely. So we're just going to pop in, I'll just put that back to 0. I'm just going to pop in my 300 grams of broccoli. Now you could use a little bit of cauliflower if you wanted to make that up. That's gone over slightly, but that's okay. And we're going to pop in, it's pretty much one sort of fairly large capsicum. So again, it doesn't have to be red. It could be orange. It could be green. It could be yellow. But in this case, I'm using a red capsicum. And they call it a dessert apple. Well, we call them Granny Smiths here. So just one green apple. But you could use a red apple if that's all you had. Because I'm a really big believer in you need to use what you've got at the moment at home that's in season, that you've got plenty of, and you're not having to go out making this for a barbecue tomorrow. Awesome. That's great, Janine. I love it when I hear people say that they're being inspired and that they're giving things a go. I'll just quickly say hello. Hi, Jet. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Chantel. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Been a long time, lovely. Hope we get to see you soon. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Lindsay. Lindsay's one of my regulars on a Friday night, so lovely to see you on here. Thank you so much. Hi, Julie. How are you? All right, so I've got my broccoli, my capsicum, my green apple in the Thermomix, and it's saying 30 grams of pine nuts or 30 grams of sunflower seeds. So I'm going to pop in sunflower seeds because I have a huge amount of them at the moment. I bought a massive bag at Babina. So I'm really, hi Jen, how are you? I'm really trying to get my way through them. So I'm just going to pop them in. And some olive oil. So 25 grams of olive oil, just in like so. Beautiful. and some, they call it fruit vinegar or white balsamic vinegar. So this is actually what they have at Woolworths called white condiment. So it is where the balsamic vinegar is found. And the reason why that is it used to be called white balsamic vinegar. So it is made from grapes, just like our usual balsamic vinegar. However, it's not as dark. And the reason for that is that it actually is cooked at a lower temperature, so it doesn't get that caramelizing brown in color. It's actually not as sweet as balsamic vinegar. What else can I tell you? And it doesn't have that syrupy kind of texture that the normal balsamic vinegar has, because it's not cooked as long. So that's a little bit about white balsamic. But if you just had balsamic vinegar in your cupboard, then by all means, definitely use it. Hi there, Valerie. How are you? Nice to see you on here. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of that in. So it's just 15 grams. I bought some just because I wanted to explain to you the differences and that kind of thing. But like I said, you could use what you've got in the cupboard by all means. I honestly can't believe I've got so many different types of vinegar, apple cider vinegar, red wine vinegar. The list goes on. I'm sure you've got many of them yourself. So now I'm going to pop in some honey. So I'm just going to hit my scales rather than use my measuring spoons. We need a teaspoon. So I'm just going to go with 5 grams because 5 grams is a teaspoon and 20 grams is a tablespoon. So we'll just roughly put in 5 grams. Beautiful. And then you don't have to do the washing up. That's what I love about Thermomix. All right, so we put the honey in. Now we're going to put in some mustard. So I've just got some Dijon mustard here, and it's saying 1.5 teaspoons. Well, I will, because you can't really pour this in. I'm just going to give it a good 1 teaspoon, maybe a little bit more for good luck. Beautiful. Press next, and now it's wanting some salt. So I'm going to just have a little bit of a guess and just throw in a bit of salt. You could use herb salt, that kind of thing, pink Himalayan salt, you know. And we're going to pop in some ground black pepper. So I like to buy my salt and pepper actually, so I grind it myself. I even have been known to buy rock salt and actually mill that up in my Thermomix, just so I know there's no additives or preservatives in it. So now I'm going to pop my lid on, because that's what the Thermomix tells me to do, and press next, and it's 5 seconds on speed 4. So I'll just flick that around. Next, and pretty much there's your salad, done. Hi, Sam. So I'm going to pop that into a thermo server. So all of your salad dressing, and it's all chopped up, all in your Thermomix. So I'm just going to pop it into our thermo server, and that will keep that nice and cool for me. Beautiful. Look how healthy that is. It smells divine. And lots of colour. Beautiful. So that was my salad. Now, if I didn't do all that talking, it'd take me maybe a minute to put together. So how good is that? So little time spent in your kitchen. Literally, you could have the kids setting the table, hopefully, the barbecue just about to finish, quickly race in, throw that together, and your salad is done in no time for your barbecue. So I'm just going to grab another bowl, because now we're going to move on to some dips. So I'd love to know, give me a dip that you've made in your Thermomix. in the comments below what your favorite dip is. Let's help others that are actually watching this or watching it later in replay find some really great dips, because hopefully we're all going to come out of this situation very soon and we're going to be able to spend some time with our loved ones and our best friends and all of that, and really enjoy summer and all that that brings. Hummus is a great one. Thank you. Yes, so let's move on to a new dip. So we're doing the smoky onion dip today. So I'm just going back into my week and I'm going into smoked onion dip. So we're going to press start cooking. And lots of dips are often made on the good old Philly cheese. We love it. We love it. All right, so I'm just going to pop some of that in. It's just I've just cut it up into good sized blocks. So basically you're looking at 250 grams of your Philly cheese and some sour cream. The gherkin dip that my son really loves as well is made similar to this. Well, that's a bit big. All right, so I'm going to pop in this sour cream. I'm pretty much thinking that I'm going to need to use up what's left of my sour cream. Yep. Now, if I was short, I've actually got out some Greek yogurt just in case, because I wasn't quite sure, because this is actually all written in ounces. I don't know if you can see that on the screen. The Thermomix is really clever in that it changes from metric to, what's it called? Imperial. Metric to imperial as needed. So I wasn't quite sure, but I was kind of guessing that it was around the 200 gram mark, but it's about 250. Now we're going to put in some nutritional yeast. Now, nutritional yeast I use, and you can buy this at the supermarkets in the health food aisle. I use this to make a vegan Parmesan cheese. I've got some family members that are vegan. So I'm just going to pop in. So it gives a real salty, cheesy kind of flavor to dishes. Next. And obviously this isn't vegan, this particular dish with all this cheese and stuff in it. All right, so now it's asking for 2 tablespoons of smoked paprika. So this is where I would not use my scale measurements. So if I was to hit the scales and I wanted a tablespoon of, say, water, I'm looking at 20 grams. I'm not going to put in 20 grams of this, because if I have a look, this is actually 30 grams, that whole container. That would be crazy. Hi, Alice. How you going, lovely? I'm going to pop, so 2 tablespoons of this in. Whoa, got a bit excited there, didn't I? Don't want to put too much in. So look at that. It's not very much at all compared to the jar. So yeah, can you imagine if I put in 20 grams? Oh my gosh. Woo-wee. Okay. All right. So 2 tablespoons now of the onion powder. So hence why it's called smoky onion dip. And let's chuck in a little bit of teaspoon of, now I don't want it too hot because it's already got the smoky paprika in it. So I'm just going to put in just a little bit of Tabasco. Come on. About a quarter of a teaspoon, probably a bit more than a quarter because I've put in a few drops here or there. My husband would probably really like it hot, but he's not home tonight. So, all right, so we're moving on. Garlic powder. So we're going to put in a teaspoon of garlic powder. And again, I'm going to use my teaspoon measures to do that because I don't want to make it too over the top. A little bit of salt. So I'm just going to add in a bit of a pinch of salt and one for good luck. And some white, I don't have any white pepper, so again, I'm just going to use my black pepper. Chantel might be able to tell us what the difference is between black and white pepper. It's one thing I didn't look up. Hi, Delise, lovely to see you on here again. my regulars on a Friday night. It's awesome. So now I'm going to pop the lid on. I'll show you what that all looks like. So it's all in there. And now I'm going to pop the lid on, press next, and for 20 seconds on speed 4. I don't know if you just noticed there, I just give it a flick of the dial and it literally stops where it needs to stop. So you don't have to go 1, 2, 3, 4. You just flick it and it will stop where it needs to stop. It's pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool. Alrighty. We are nearly there. Where's my spatula? I've got another spatula out. My handy dandy spatula. And it's telling me just to scrape down the sides. So see it all in there. The other thing I love about making dips in your Thermomix is that it's actually really economical. So when you go and buy a dip at the supermarket, you really can't get away with one that's any decent for like $3, maybe even more. It's been a while since I've bought a lot of dips. You know, the occasional one I buy, but usually they're all made here. All right, so I've just scraped it down and I'm just going to pop the lid back on. Like so. Press next. And we're going to spin this round to speed 4 again for another 20 seconds and it'll be all done. Hi Liz, hi Phil, hi Renee. Who else is on here that I haven't said hi to? My beautiful niece. What does Chantel say? Have to go and pick the boy up from work. Have a great weekend. Oh, thank you, Chantel. You also. Janine, French onion dip. I'd love to see the recipe for that. I have a friend that's a huge French and onion dips friend. Lover, I should say. All right, transfer you to your bowl and you have with your crackers. So there we go. How easy is that? Now I'm just going to grab my little bowl here. But I'm telling you, I'm going to have a way more than what would fit in that bowl. Way more. I'll just empty it into there like so. I want it to look half decent, so I don't want to look like I slopped it all in there. But I'm telling you now, like that bowl is now pretty full and I've got at least that again. How good is that? I'll just grab the salad now. So, I would love to know if this is something that you are going to try in your Thermomix. So if you are and you have made it, please share it on our Facebook page. That's Kyra J, Thermomix Consultant, where you're seeing it now, and show me that you've made this as well. That's what I'm here for, is to inspire you to use your Thermomixes, to get more value from them. Yeah, and you know, if you know someone that actually has a Thermomix and you think that they might be inspired by this video that I'm showing you now, then feel free to share it with them. Just hit the share button and I would really appreciate your support. I love doing this. This is the job I've been doing for almost 8 years and it's been the best thing I've ever done. And I just want to support people who have a Thermomix to get the most from them, because too many people don't use them as much as they could be. I use mine for breakfast, lunch and dinner and snacks nearly every single day. So if you need help in finding a recipe, if you need help being inspired, then please contact me. I would love to be able to help you and get you back on the on your Thermomix mojo. So I hope you've enjoyed tonight. I hope you've got some value out of tonight. I've got some more things planned for you next week. You'll find out on Wednesday, so keep an eye out on my socials to see what I've got in store for you guys, and I would love to see you all again. So have a fabulous weekend. Enjoy the sunshine and the week ahead. Happy Thermomixing, everyone. Bye for now. Mwah.